Namaskar Bondhura, hi friends. So today we are again going to learn more about questions. In our last lesson, we learned those question words for the English question who. There are two equivalent Bengali words, ke for singular and kara for plural. Um, for whose, the possessive case, the possessive question, the Bengali words are kar and kader. So the first set of question words we are going to learn today are the equivalents for the English words whom or to whom. In Bengali, they are kake for singular and kaderke for plural. Now these question words are used when the object of the verb in the sentence is a person and the action of the verb is being done to them. For example, give the book to me. Uh, so if you want to ask, whom do I give the book to? The answer will be to me. In that case, question words like these will be used. Let's see some examples. Kake chai. Kake chai is a short but very popular question sentence you will hear with almost all Bengali speakers. Um Now, Kake Chai was a really popular question when landlines were in vogue. So, if you call someone and the receiver will ask you Kake Chai, so you have to give the name of the person, and whoever has received the call will get the correct person to attend the phone. Now, with mobile phones, that situation is not applicable anymore. But even today, let's say you go to an office, the receptionist will ask you kake chai, and once you give the name, he or she will call the person whom you have gone to meet there to come and meet you. Kake kake bhat dao. Now we have seen this earlier also, that sometimes words in Bengali are repeated to signal uh, like either of a few cases. So repeated words might mean, one, repeatedness of the action or the event; two, the importance of to signal the importance of the sentence; or three, to signal that there are multiple people or multiple groups involved in that particular action. So in this case, when I say kake kake, kake is a kake is a singular word. So kake kake, when you repeat the singular word twice, it implies a plural word. So kake kake means there are many individuals to whom I give rice. Uh, and though we say kake kake bhat dao, bhat like literally translates to rights, but it can also imply uh, the sense of food, like who all do you give food to. Ora kaderke taka দেয়, to whom do they give money? Kaderke, as we just saw, kaderke means the plural form of to whom. Uh, so this means that the money is given to multiple people, uh, and it's not necessary that the subject is also in plural. It's just a coincidence that uh, the subject is plural and the object is also plural, but we can choose a singular subject to go with the plural object, or vice versa. So ora kaderke taka দেয়, this is plural subject plus plural object, but I can also say ও কাদেরকে টাকা দেয়, which is a singular subject with a plural object, or I can say ওরা কাকে টাকা দেয়, which is a plural subject with a singular object, or I can say ও কাকে টাকা দেয়, which is a singular subject and singular object. Note that those two things are not about the same person. Like the person who is giving money or who are giving money is signified by the subject, which is o or ora, And when I say kader ke, that is the group of the people who are receiving the money. So those are two separate groups of people. Hence, there need not be a match between the number of the subject and the object of the verb. So the second question word for today is from whom. Uh, when we learnt for the place markers, I think in the lesson to come and to go, um, there we learned that if we want to say that I come from a particular place, so therefore from we use a marker theke. So here also, when we say from a person, we use the same marker theke. So from place X or from person Y, both will use the same marker for from. So theke is the same word which we use in Bengali. Uh, so in Bengali, from whom in singular is kar theke, in plural is kader theke. Now, easy way to remember is to just note that this is just adding the marker theke to the form of the possessive, which is the second line. Whose is kar and kader. We just add theke to those forms, kar theke and kader theke, to signal from whom. কার থেকে gift চাও? কার থেকে gift চাও? Pretty straightforward question. Only one thing I want you to notice is kar theke acts as a single unit of word. So the question plus marker forms the total question word. So no other word should be placed in between those two words. So kar theke should be treated as one word, or rather one word unit. কার কার থেকে টাকা পাও? Uh, like from who all do you get money, or from whom all do you are you supposed to get money? um, Kar kar theke again is a repeated question. So it's like repeating the singular question twice makes it plural. So I'm expecting the answer to be names of multiple people from whom I get money. But notice one thing, that the word unit is kar theke, but when we are repeating it, it becomes kar theke. So the main question word gets repeated, the marker does not get repeated. So this is something which might be a little confusing at the beginning, but this will happen with all other words which carry markers. So the main word gets repeated, the marker doesn't get repeated. Um, so for the time being, you might need to memorize this, but it will get clearer as we encounter more words of this sort. So just remember, in the singular version, kar theke forms a single unit of word. But when I repeat the single question twice, it becomes plural. But in that plural question, the main question word is repeated, but not the marker, which is theke. So kar theke is one person. If I say kar theke taka pao, I'm expecting one name of one person to come up. If I'm saying kar theke taka pao, I'm expecting names of multiple people to come up. Can also use kader theke for plural, for signaling that there might be many people involved, but it is sometimes used to indicate a group also. So like kar theke means many individuals, but kader theke might signal that uh, it signals that there are many individuals, but it might also sometimes carry the nuance that I'm expecting the name of a group. So কাদের থেকে টিফিন নেয় um, means from whom does he or she takes tiffin or lunch. Like sometimes people just use the word tiffin for lunch to mean lunch as well. Like tiffin as in office tiffin, uh, from canteen or from the street vendors, something like that. So কাদের থেকে টিফিন নেয়? uh, again, কাদের থেকে should be treated as a single unit of word. No other word should be placed between kadir and theke. And expecting multiple answers, but might not be in the sense uh, might not be in the sense of identifying the individuals one by one. It might just be a group of individuals. I might be just asking, when I'm saying Kader Theke TV nahi, I'm probably expecting the answer that he or she gets tiffin from the canteen or from the dabbawalas or from the street vendors, something like that. The next set of question words we are going to learn are related to places, where, to where, and from where. Now, let me try to explain this as simply as I can. The root word for where is kotha, but this is not the generally used word in the colloquial Bengali. Let me make a distinction here. So, for where and to where, the first two questions, where and to where, the generally used word in Bengali is kothai, kothai, which is the second word in the right hand column. In case of from where, we retain the root word kotha and add the marker theke to indicate from where. We have learned about this marker theke before. So theke is used to indicate from a place. Office theke, from office. Badi theke, from house. Um, so where from is kotha theke. So in case, just to recap, uh, for where and to where, the commonly used word is kothai, and for from where, the word will be kotha theke. তোমার বাড়ি কোথায়? তোমার বাড়ি কোথায়? Where is your house? Now you can also hear a shorter version of this question where tomar is skipped and people will just say badi kothai. Now literally badi kothai means where is the house, but when someone is asking you badi kothai, they are implying where is your house or where do you stay or where do you come from. Badi kothai is a very common question. Badi kothai is something you are bound to hear if you're meeting someone for like the first time or in the initial stages when they are just asking information about you. Badi kothai is something is a question you are almost bound to hear. Bharat Mahasagor কোথায়? Where is the Indian Ocean? Now you can put name of any place in place of Bharat Mahasagor, like ভারতবর্ষ কোথায়? Where is India? পশ্চিমবঙ্গ কোথায়? Where is West Bengal? So the answer is like east of some place, west of some place, north, south of some place, something like that. Um, but or in the like northern hemisphere, eastern hemisphere, I mean all sorts of geographical locational pointers you can use. But where is place X? This is the construct you can use for anything. ভারত মহাসাগর কোথায়? হিমালয় কোথায়? Um, something like that. You can also use the same construct to ask for people. Ma kothai? Where is mother? Ma kothai? Baba kothai? You can also use names like Puchki kothai? Putul kothai? Okay. বাড়ির সবাই কোথায়? বাড়ির সবাই means everyone belonging to the house. So বাড়ির বাড়ি means house, সবাই is everyone. So বাড়ির সবাই means everyone belonging to the house. Uh, so this translates to family. বাড়ির সবাই কোথায়? Okay. Now, one thing you should note that in this particular frame, all the questions you can see are just asking for the locational information in the sense where is X? Where is X? Where X can be name of a person, X can be name of a place, X can be asking information about where do you come from, but the general construct of all the questions here is where is X. Okay, now let's see how to use this, the same word kothai, in the sense to some place, to place X. Okay, সকালে কোথায় যাও? সকালে কোথায় যাও? Where do you go to in the morning? Pretty straightforward question. Just one thing I want you to notice, the subject is omitted here. Such omissions are pretty common. So you have to guess what the subject can be from the verb from. Here the verb is in the second person form. So if we want to include the subject, it will be তুমি সকালে কোথায় যাও or তোমরা সকালে কোথায় যাও. ও এদিকে কোথায় আসে? Where does he or she come to around this place? When we learned pointers, we learned edike, odike, shedike, this way, that way, and that way over there. So edike literally means this way, but it can also imply the area around this place. So when you say o edike kothay ashe, it means that I have seen him or her around this place. Where exactly he or she comes to or goes to, which building or which person, basically you are trying to ascertain the purpose of their visit to that particular locality. So o edike kothay ashe. Now in these two sentences, uh, if you notice, we are using kothai in the sense of to where. To where. To where does he or she come here? Or to which place do you go in the morning? So how will you understand kothai? Kothai, like when is kothai used in the sense of where, and kothai when it is used in the sense of to where? There is one difference. In these two sentences, you can notice that there are the motion verbs to come and to go, asha and jawa. So when kothai is accompanied with the verbs asha and jawa, then kothai means to where. It's used in the sense of to where do you come, to where do you come, to where do you go. Okay, and when these two verbs are not there with kothai, then it implies where. Like Bharat Mahasagor kothay, where is the Indian Ocean? Doesn't have the come or go verbs. Where is mother? Ma kothay. Doesn't have the motion verbs Jawa and Asha. Okay, and finally, from where, very simple. From, we know the marker is theke, and where, when in the sense of from where, there we use the root word kotha. We don't use kothai in this case, we use kotha. Kotha theke, eto rate kotha theke asho. Where do you come from so late at night? এত রাতে কোথা থেকে আসো? এত রাতে কোথা থেকে আসো? এত means so much. Uh, okay, এত means so much, but eto, eto means this is. Okay, so eto is different from ato. I mean, in English, both of them are probably written as eto, but atorat, atorat, when you say atorat, it means it's like late night. So much, ato means so much. So atorat means so much of night. Literally, it doesn't make a sense, but it implies that it's late at night. So where do you come from so late at night? এত রাতে কোথা থেকে আসো? Today's lesson name Krishna Kothay Pai is a baul song or a baul gan, and this category of songs uh, are specific to Bengal, and they fall under both folk songs as well as devotional songs. So it's a combination of both, and it's a very difficult song because it's sung at a very high scale, and I'll try to do justice to it, but I'm not really sure. So the song goes like this. আমি কৃষ্ণ কোথায় পাই গো, বল গো সখী কোন দেশেতে যাই। আমি কৃষ্ণ কোথায় পাই গো, বল গো সখী কোন দেশেতে যাই। For today's homework, you have to translate this. To whom all does Putun give her address? Where is her house? And since we have not covered this before, the word for address is ঠিকানা. ঠিকানা. Here is the word list for today. Come back and refer to it whenever you need to. For today, thank you for listening in. সবাই ভালো থেকো, আবার দেখা হবে. Everyone stay well. We will meet again soon.